alliance with the Mandalorians. Men, destroy them.
that off-worlder. Come, we have no time. Vaklu's forces have overrun the sky ramp. The royal palace could fall any minute. We must save the queen.
Your plan seems to have succeeded. Your enemy has indeed revealed himself.
I anticipated the Sith. But those beasts weren't in my battle plan.
Even now, Vaklu is using them to breach the palace. I will not surrender to that usurper. I would die first.
Every man here would give their life to keep that from happening.
There is hope. It is faint but growing stronger. I think my message was received.
Which message? What are you talking about?
An old student is returning. I don't think the Sith are going to know what hit them.
This way! This way to the sky ramp! There are 2 force shield checkpoints along this path. Vaklu's forces have held this ramp for over a standard hour. That means they control the checkpoints now. If we can get to the turret tower up ahead, we can deactivate the first barrier.
The force shields won't present a problem. I can get us through them.
You can? That'll save us precious minutes. The forces we're encountering right now are their rear guard. The fighting will get tougher the closer we get to the front of the battle line.
The Royalists in the bunker are contained. We deploy as soon as the reinforcements arrive. A Jedi? Here? Men, attack!
Is the Jedi still... We're under attack, men! Together.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
palace. How much longer must I...
The beast's progress is remarkable, but it will take time, General. The throne room's force shields are far stronger than normal shields.
Our plans go well, Tobin, but we are still until she is dead. Even now, it could all unravel. Redouble your efforts. There is disturbing news.
As you command, General.
Hold your fire! They're with us. Thank you. Vaklu's supporters stormed our position. The beasts have gone mad and attack on their command. Please, go to the palace. We received a transmission that the palace grounds have been breached. If so, they don't have much time. You two, follow the Jedi. The rest of us will hold our position. We don't have much time.
Tell command, we need reinforcements. A Jedi Knight is assaulting our flank. Hold the line! Attack, men! Attack!
Good, some reinforcements. Follow the Jedi. We're gonna retake the palace. We've got to stop General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
He's still alive!
the line. Those cowards will be dealt with.
One of Vaclu's slicers has control of the security grid. He blew up that power conductor. Their slicer has to be using a palace security terminal. They've already locked down all secondary computer systems on the sky ramp. Until we deal with their slicer in the palace, you can bet that there will be more surprises up ahead.
I hear you. Yes.
Yeah?
Let's get this over with.
Ahead is the throne room. We must get to the Queen to protect her.
If you're heading to the palace, we'll follow you there. The palace itself has been breached.
We've made it to the palace. General Vaclu's troops haven't been here too long. Hopefully we still have time to save the Queen. Straight ahead is the throne room. Vaclu's hand-picked troops will probably be here. I'm gonna stay here and keep the intersection secure. If any more royalists arrive, I'll keep them organized.
Shut the outer door, now!
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you're too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaclu will be the new king. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable. I'm afraid it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
I hear you.
Yeah?
Yes. Have you come with questions? Yes.
What's going on? need something? Sorry. Yeah. I moved as long. I decided I found talking to you is something. Get this over with. Poison. Poisoned.
What is it? This shall not stop us for long. What is it?
Yeah?
Yes. Have you come with questions?
I'll have this open in no time.
I don't know how you made it, but well done. Come in quickly before more Sith or Vaklu troops arrive. We got split off from Talia's troops by the currents of this war. We really need to talk, but Cadron and I are coordinating the defense of the war.
I know Captain Cadron needs someone to handle a dangerous assignment. He's in the other room. Talk to him. No one else could do the job. I'm not her bodyguard. We were fighting at the palace gates. There were too many of them. We'll talk when all of this is over. Until then, may the Force be with you.
I hear you.
What's going on?
What is it?
What's going on? This is too tough for me.
Yes?
Yeah? I'll have this open in no time. This is too tough for me. I'll have this open in no time. This is too tough for me.
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the sky ramp? We desperately need someone like you. I'm Queen Talia's Captain of the Guard. You can call me Captain Kadron. But we've got little time for more than introductions. We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel breaks through the inner door. There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the palace. There's an expert slicer over there who's been hampering our every move. We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here, then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After that, we'll control security again, and can get to General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen. Feel free to take anything from the armory lockers in the next room, if you haven't already. This is no time for niceties. The other security room is the furthest room down the South Hall. You're probably going to have to fight a legion of Vaklu's troops and the flaming Sith, but from what I've seen, you're up to it. Talk to the Corporal. He can take you quickly to the palace entrance when you're ready to go to the South Hall. May the Force be with you.
Let's go.
Thanks for your help. Queen Talia is the rightful ruler of Onderon.
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set. Colonel Tobin says the Jedi is coming our way. Take your beasts and attack him. We need more time to prepare. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps the captain can be persuaded to cooperate.
I hear you.
Yeah?
What is it?
Yeah?
Yes.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something? Why did you decide to fight? I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall. I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them, to give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt? I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for? Yeah?
I hear you.
You know, I'm glad I found you again, General. We were together at Malachor. I don't know if anyone else could understand. You getting philosophical on me? I'm here because you found me on Telos and I decided to come along for the ride. Not that I had much choice after we got going. Tired of me already? I was frustrated. Watching the Ithorians getting pushed around by Zerka, I thought I could make a difference, but it was taken away from me. Guess if one planet was good enough for me, why not the galaxy? You just have to know what the circuits look like. I'll be sure to do that, General. Was there something you wanted me for? Last ferret.
I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
Tornata via. Para más nucho.
Blast. Defend the security room with your lives. The Jedi could ruin everything.
Heruta, Jinking, ni bobo, ni doncho.
What's going on?
I hear you.
Salji allisto park norcia, lusni hacha batishit jort. Kavadumpa botenya, dachi morotaca kamsa. Bawan maderancha, yukamos krun. Nande misoku kuran marenden krabanosot. Dragonix wan gestale lorcha jemu mepete choda? Ruka sole molosoch? Kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawa kachuba. Sura dachi morotuko gansa. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lispa. Bram tabanin soju. Da come giusmak miki baranieto so rika chondin wana magrable mogo. Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawa kachuba. Sura dachi morotuko gansa. Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawa kachuba. Sura dachi morotuko gansa. Kavanatagalu! Kavanami donki krato. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lispa. Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawa kachuba. Sura dachi morotuko gansa. Bram tabanin soju. Da come giusmak miki baranieto so rika chondin wana magrable mogo. Greno krozo kada no bon kibo, rubama wanichuk.
You again? Seems you made a habit out of cleaning up our messes. Don't suppose you could help a fellow out here? If you ever been in one of these, you know they aren't too comfortable. The primary security console for the Royal Palace is just over there. It controls the force gauge. I think that slicer is still logged in, so you should have full access to everything. If you could hurry, it's been a long day.
What's going on?
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security systems. You have? You don't waste a minute. Captain Kadron will open the doors to Vaklu and Tobin any moment then. Let's head to the throne room right away.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this. You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die. Oh, blast it all!
I hear you.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny, one larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire! What? The Jedi lives? But how? Kill him and the Queen men. Quickly. They must not be allowed to live. You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
You're a fool. Your companion is right. Fine. Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Aren't you forgetting who is Queen, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
But he will rise again. He has too many supporters. I do appreciate your counsel, but he must be killed. But the price if you are wrong. I thought I could order this, but I can't. It would be breaking our laws. You will stand trial, Vaklu. Take him away. What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
The wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time. I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us. They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack. Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild. Atris? I thought Atris had gone to Qatar. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer. We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on Qatar to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress. The difficulties you surmounted to get here, you must have many questions. You deserve answers. I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them. You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say. The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us. Not enough. I feel it is something that was born from the wars that have struck the Republic. The threat is Sith, but the manner and timing of their attacks is difficult to defend against. We don't know all that the Sith planned during the Jedi Civil War. What secret training grounds may still remain. What worlds he discovered. We just don't know. Even after we deal with this current threat, I fear we may be dealing with the legacy of the Jedi Civil War for years to come. You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside. They wanted to aid General Vaklu, but whatever I can tell you, I will. There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal. All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be. Whatever I can tell you, I will. Scattered, searching for you, going to places where they thought they might cross your path. You were our last hope. I think we all know that Vrook isn't easily swayed from his convictions, and his views on anyone who went to the Mandalorian Wars are low. Yes, at least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war. When you stood before us in the Council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force. in touch with life all around us. And you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake, something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of Qatar, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the Council Chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile, because we didn't know where you'd gone. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here. The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine. There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. The Jedi Order generally scorns the unnecessary use of the Force as a weapon. However, sometimes it is necessary to deal with certain powerful threats with a potent Force attack. This form is used for such dire situations. Be warned, though, using your powers in this manner will quickly deplete your Force energy. Excellent! I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuko has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
About time you showed up. We finished our part and have been sitting on our hands waiting for you. So, what happened? Huh. We'll see how long that lasts.
We should return to the Earth and plot our next course of action.
My life for yours. I will answer what I can.
Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you? Have you done as I asked? There are many secrets that the Force may not unlock, for they are not things of life. To uncover such secrets can allow you to see events more clearly. It can grant you more weapons, more wealth, and allow you access to places and their secrets that can often turn the tide of a battle or change events. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. It can grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations. Yes? Have you come with questions? Then ask. Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough. What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now. There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. Ask, and I will answer. Ignorance, and perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them. Am I? Then perhaps you should know there are techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them. No, but if I did, you would never know, so my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am. I did not ask you to trust me, only that you listen to what I have to tell you. But thank you.